said I was a jig. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the London Bulldogs. That'll be taken in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago! From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Blue 58. Right there, 56. You got nothing to that. Check 30. You got nothing. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 56.
Rodgers now on first down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. first carry for James Conner. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Over.
Brings up second and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Mike 51.
On second and 11 now. Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Rodgers. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 35. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's another London first down.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
At the Bears' 1-yard line.
On the ground, Geis, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Yellow. I got you.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On second down and 4, Mahomes. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon, and this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gilbert. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Jumper. Mike's by four.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Easy. Check Mike 54.
Working from the gun, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 30-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Back to Mixon on 1st down. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
They'll run here with Mixon. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right, and that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Here's Mahomes to throw, being chased out left. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. They'll give it to Mixon. Oh, what a move. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick. right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again, and it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 17, and it also gives him the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that is incomplete here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. To throw is Rodgers. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Cooper was the target there.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. On the run, it's Mixon. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At their 49-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From the 39, Mahomes forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Yellow. On the line, right? 54. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Now here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Mahomes going to throw. And he finds Stills. Complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Yellow.
Mahomes now on first down. And this is Shepard on the catch. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Ready? Attack! Mike 5-4.
On first down, Mahomes rolling to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! Amari Cooper, 75 yards. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Yellow. 180. Walk 54. Check back. Check and dribbling. Charlie. Mike 54. And let's get that ball. Yeah, let's get that ball right here. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Sterling Shepard, 75 yards. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Bears 17, Bulldogs 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
The end result, 21 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there, keeps the sticks moving.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Penny. A gain of 3, second down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bears' 44-yard line.
258.
From the 44, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Now Rodgers. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
It's 4th down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 88.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards that time. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defense.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Darius Geis, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there, so that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Room to run past midfield. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Let go, defense.
Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Tackles.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And that is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting...
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a run with Geis. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard, and as a result, possession switches hands. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's second and inches at the 50-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Check 31, check 31. We are going. Look again.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. It's caught. Cooper. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing here. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yellow,
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Scene 18. Drop deep, drop deep.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for London, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room.